Europe stands a majestic Jurassic limestone rock, rising up into the blue skies and gentle winds. It is the very heart and soul of Gibraltar, this small yet symbolic territory, towering above the gateway to the shimmering Mediterranean Sea. The sunlight reflecting off the rock is like its people, warm and friendly, like the gentle breeze rolling off the sea, softly caressing the sandy shores. Follow us on an exciting journey through one of the most unique and beautiful corners of Europe, a place where modernity blends perfectly with the ancient. An extension of Britain in the Mediterranean, which beautifully combines the best of both worlds. A lovely town where every street and every corner have their own story to tell. A story that even dates back to the creation of man himself. And whose present-day independent spirit has been shaped by victorious battles, heroes, and legends. One of the pillars of Hercules, guarding the entrance to the Mediterranean. A special place which has captivated the soul of mankind throughout the ages. A city of reinvention whose economy is enjoying unrivaled growth, yet remains as welcoming as ever.
Okay, so what match are we commenting on?
Steen, Haff, and Sebastian Wilkinson. Okay. Okay, I got my massage. It was only a half hour, so I'm not completely fixed, but it's okay. They're about to start. It's Sebastian Wilkinson playing Steen Haff, and I've got Mark Olsen with me. And lurking in the background. They're shaking hands and starting, so go to GibraltarBackgammon.com and check out the live stream. And we're off. Okay.
Okay, so the game is off. So we have Steen Haff opening 5-1. So at least I know a bit of Steen.
Okay.
I know I played him in the first round, and he's a fellow Dane. He's a very nice guy. We shouldn't expect to see any world-class play. He's the kind of guy who he's been in the game for a lot of years, but not a student of the game, I would say.
Okay.
So decent.
I like those guys a lot because it's sure everyone can play like a computer, but I like the guys who play pure and make you choke on that 4 cube. Sebastian actually is a relentless player. He's part of the UK contingent that's here at the tournament, and he studies and is on the computer constantly upgrading his game. He's probably one of the strongest players in England right now.
Wow, okay.
So,
I'm looking forward to seeing his game then.
Sebastian will have a good game.
Yeah.
He is very deliberate, so he will get into some...
Okay. Okay, now we see it right off the get-go. Like, it's a slot, you're not supposed to be slotting here, but...
He's thinking he may trap.
Yeah,
but,
it's not that bad, It's
right.
like he's an experienced player, Steen, but he's kind of inaccurate, but at least we're probably going to see some good games going.
Yes, but of course, they're not even playing with the clock yet, so they may want...
I think
okay,
they are.
It is running, okay.
Yeah.
Seb does think about these plays, and he's very good about knowing exactly when the cube is.
Yeah,
So.
and I think he was right in not cube.
Yeah. 5-4, yes.
So that's
the
the
hits.
4.
And then, you're not double hitting, I think you're just coming down.
Even though it's almost like there's not that much more risk at
Right.
double hitting. So you could consider, it's just the position doesn't really call for a blitz move.
Right,
So
and you
it's-
don't want to get some weird position where you get trapped. Oh, Seb took a picture. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a good move. And the hit is to gain the tempo, so Steen doesn't make his 5 prime.
Right. 2 is the hit, and I didn't see what the other one is.
2-1.
2-1. Okay,
So
so shift, and now
for sure.
he does have the prime.
Yeah.
Sebastian 1-6
1-6,
hitting.
So far, so good.
Steen is looking. Ooh, double threes is a fan.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not crucial yet because
Yeah.
Seb's now got to clear those 2 checkers. However, what are you doing here?
There's
You're
2
covering.
plays. You're covering.
But which way are you covering?
Yeah,
you
have-
come down
have
with
2
the 6s.
plays. Okay,
Okay.
so he seems to have made up his mind. If you play that's only
Yeah,
this
that
one.
has to be this.
I like this play.
I do too. You're definitely shooting for the 5 point, which is way more important for you.
Yeah, and it's a bit more safe than playing 13 to 7. And you don't really want to get a hit right
5-4.
Wow.
Oh,
now. Wow. Okay.
choices. I think you make the point, but
Yeah.
you've already
There-
trapped the 2 checkers. You're just you don't want some kind of weird re-hit tempo play.
There's a very good saying, when in doubt, hit.
Yes.
However, I think that he should just make the anchor.
The
here and
anchor
go for
is but
go for the.
maybe a little too frisky.
I don't mind too much, but I think the anchor was probably a bit better since you have him trapped in a priming game already. And Steen,
Yes.
you have to cube this, my friend.
Does he? Is he not too good right now? I mean, what's going wrong for Steen?
I think he.
Seb will pass.
Yeah,
Steen's
it's
to pass.
definitely a pass. I think the reason it isn't too good is you still have too much exposure with your checkers.
Yeah, Steen
back
has
checkers.
Seb has a good board. So.
Yeah, if he either had complete freedom or had the golden point anchor or something like that, he could consider it. But generally, in the middle game.
But he gave up the golden point. Or if I should
Yeah.
say, Steen gave up the golden point anchor. Okay, so we're
And for the record, I didn't dislike the hit too much.
No.
But yeah, I think that was fine. And even the slot he made Steen Haff with, it was like an inaccuracy, but at least it's for the aggressive side, right?
Right.
So
yeah. He's playing
Yeah.
the game he feels comfortable with, I think. So
Mhm.
which is important.
yeah.
Okay.
And this is Steen again, a
Yep.
bit inaccurate. 24 to 23 would have been a bit.
Bit better,
Stronger.
yes.
So now he needs to hit basically
Okay.
everything he can hit with.
You want small numbers, 3-1.
Great shot.
Out pointing. Yeah.
Great shots.
Seb, he looked when he started with the double 6s like that was doing well for him, but
yeah. He's still doing well because Steen hasn't
moved
begun-
those checkers
yes.
at all. Yeah.
That's a big disadvantage. Okay, so
Down and split. He'll finally split now.
yeah.
Yeah.
To be afraid of splitting.
5-1. Oh yeah. I think just out.
Hmm.
Hit twice. Out.
This is not a clear play.
No.
He has
I was
three-
first. I was just reflexively
Yeah.
like, okay, you don't get to build a point, so you may as well bail. But
You have the safe play, 11 to 6. 11 to 6 and creep up with the ace. That's the
Yes.
safest play. Then you have coming out, which I kind of dislike because it hurts a lot getting hit with that
Right.
spare from the midpoint, and he has a 3-point board. And then he has the very interesting double hit. There's a lot of hit numbers in this one.
right, yeah, you're giving 6-3, 6-4,
Mhm.
as well as all fours.
As well as all fours and 3-1 and double 2.
And 3-1.
So that's 18 numbers.
Yep. Sebastian's
I-
gonna run for it.
I think this was a mistake. I think the double hit was better.
5-1, however, it works out.
It worked out. It worked out well, yes. He would have been hit.
Yeah, and then he would have been hit badly too. He would have had one anchor up. So a lot of times it's the one ply rollout of what happens during your game. Yes, 32 times it may be awesome, but you definitely want that one time that you're playing to work.
Mm-hmm.
It's like somebody said, all shots are 50-50. You either get hit or you don't. Oh, 3-6, and he dances.
Okay. Nice
So,
sequence for Sebastian.
yeah.
Can he cube here? So Carter, how do you look at positions like this? Do you have like a structured framework of thinking, or is it more like a feel?
I tend to look at the position and see, there are a couple like reference positions I look at and no.
He took it very quickly.
Yeah. I don't think the
So
shake is bad.
For I think like he has 12 checkers in the zone.
Yeah.
It's a lot of blitz value.
Yeah.
The
but
double
he's-
was clear anyway.
Yeah, the double
was
clear.
very clear.
Yeah.
So I think the question was more on the take side. But as he said, when I played him Steen, he was very quick with the cube decisions, and his argument was, well, it doesn't really get any better if I think more about it. So
Okay, well,
so
as long as
that's
he
his-
recognizes
that's
it,
his philosophy. So
that's
probably
a good-
gonna see some quick decisions with the cube from his part.
the knee-jerk reaction, and sometimes go with your instinct, your true self. Okay, Seb's really trying to make the 5 points.
Yeah,
so.
he didn't like the impure.
Oh, and this
6-3.
5-4 is really nice.
Wow.
The super anchor. So
Wow,
what is the
wow.
race? It looks like the Steen's down a
Don't
bit.
have to think good, my friends.
Yes,
I'm
Steen's
trying-
definitely down.
I'm trying to find the commentary, the chat box on the
And there's no-
website. You have to.
Maybe if you click the video.
Maybe I should click the video. What's this one?
6-2.
Okay, so now I'm.
Is that us?
That is
that
us.
the echo?
Okay.
Ooh, double sixes. Sebastian's just running away.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to get into the chat, so apparently I can't.
So it's Carter Maddock and Mark Olson doing the chatting.
Yeah.
but if you have questions, maybe on Mark's Facebook page
Or on, what about Gibraltar Backgammon Facebook page?
or Gibraltar Backgammon Facebook page. First, you have to friend Mark Olson, find him, then you. All right, 2-1. Well, the only number that could be bad if you don't play that is double six, and yeah, that's easy. Sebastian has got a commanding lead, unless these are double sixes, and then he still has a bit of a lead. 6. Oh, it's okay. 6-5. So, yep. Steen is hoping for some last-second double or some weird shot. All right, 2 in. You don't need the double six. And
Yeah.
this is just looks like a simple game here.
Very simple. Simple.
Double ones, nice house. Too bad no one's coming to visit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Okay, so it's easy to count these when they're directly across from each other. They're 25, so we're at about 50, 60, 70, 80, 6, 7, 87, 12, 99. And for Seb, it's 30, 40, 50, 62, 68, 72. Yeah, he is killing him right now in this race. 5-2. All right, Sebastian just has to dodge the 6-2, and he should be fine.
Mhm.
Home free. Oh, even with the
Okay.
double 5. 1.
You this is something my fellow countryman Mats Peter Andersen talks about. Move order. So sometimes you'll find the right move by coincidence, but you have to do it in the right order because that shows that you're thinking in the right way.
Right.
So it was a bit concerning when he started moving his front checkers, when he of course should realize he has to run with one. He did find the right move,
Right.
so I'm not criticizing too much. It's just
This 5-2 is no fun for Seb right now because he would love to be able to hit and take a shot, but you cannot give
That's
any shots right
the
now.
wrong idea, Seb. 6-4 is a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he may be ghost looking, you know, you look at you're like, oh, I don't want the 6-6-5 permutation and leave a shot.
Yeah.
This one's only 6-2.
That is true. It is a little bit safer, but
And
he gives up a little bit of racing efficiency by doing it.
He's wasting checkers.
Yeah.
But he's got now 2-2, 2-1, things that hit that also cover. So maybe he's looking at that. All of a sudden, another double, and Seb can actually, the race could get a little closer.
Yeah. This feels right to me, but actually I think after we just ran through the numbers, it's probably close.
Yeah.
It's probably no big deal.
Okay. He's erring on the side of caution, trying to avoid.
Oh yeah, maybe that's something we're gonna see in this match, Carter. Do you think there's gonna be adjustments from the players?
I know Sebastian, as soon as he feels that his opponent's weaker, he will not. Oh, and here's the 6-2. So he'll
try to minimize volatility and so on.
Yes, he's not gonna give Haff a shot at a 4 cube if he can avoid it.
Yeah.
So, the 3s are decent, but they're not nearly as good as a 2 would be.
Yeah.
So, Seb still seems to have a commanding lead. 5-2. Let's see how much that 5-point gap repeats.
Yes. Now he lost a couple of percentages in the race by the deuce he played earlier, and that might turn out to be crucial.
But it won't matter if Steen doesn't start rolling up the sets. Anytime you can take 3 off is definitely helpful.
Yes.
Don't think about unstacking the 5 yet.
No. I mean, yes, it's basically as good as a rule gets. That's saying if you can bear off a checker, you should just bear off that check.
Yeah.
The exceptions are so few.
Right. And it's going to require a big set from Steen to do anything.
Oh, okay. It was starting. It was starting to
It
look
looked horrible until you realized it came with its twin, and now you've.
No, but I was starting to feel that Steen was actually in this game.
Yeah.
But the double 5s was crushing.
He's actually got more checkers off, but the problem is he's going to need to not miss.
Come on, Steen.
Okay. 5 to 7.
It doesn't really matter.
It's not going to make a difference.
No.
The difference between 6 and 5 is nothing. Because you need it. 6-3.
First the 3.
The gap tends to repeat. So,
I don't know why I felt that. It doesn't matter, probably. I felt like it was better to have this. Nah. I think he's probably made the right play.
Yeah. Alright. It's 5s or better.
If he gets the chance, he does.
Yeah. So 2 numbers can win this for Steen.
Go Denmark.
Oh, come on, England. There we are. Okay, so 2-1.
2-1.
No glaring mistakes, I don't think.
No, this was kind of a standard game.
Yeah.
Perhaps the take from Steen was a bit questionable, but it might have been. You were leading towards the take. I was leading.
That's a take.
Yeah. So, but I mean, that was probably the biggest decision we saw.
Right, and taking against a stronger player sometimes actually is a benefit to you, because if you can get that reship in, you just want the volatility. You know, the other person's trying to cut down on it.
Definitely. If I can say that, if any intermediate players are looking, what you want to do against the tough players is you want to take more cubes and you want to double aggressively. And this is the error that you see all the time from weaker players, is that they practice very weak cube strategy, and this is just what the stronger player wants. I don't think we're going to see this from Steen Haff, because first of all, he's not a weak player. He's a advanced player, I would say.
Okay.
So I think he understands that he needs to be aggressive and so on.
Yeah,
and he made an aggressive 8 cube against me actually in the first game.
Yeah.
So.
And he beat you?
I won that game.
Okay.
But we had an 8 cube in the first game.
Do we know? Because Seb's record, I think, was undefeated. So.
I don't know actually. We
will
yeah.
look at that at the
Yeah.
break.
It's the commentators probably should have known that
Right,
before.
right. We should have gotten a bio. We
Yeah.
should have gotten a lot of things, but that didn't happen. Oh, and then make the bar. I like this play.
Okay, yeah. Nice roll.
Yeah, that's a very nice
Yes,
roll.
I agree.
Denmark is. Ooh,
Oh,
you
Steen.
want a one stack.
This is
Steen.
the move order again, right?
Yeah.
Like the first two, they need to go from 6 to 4
Right.
on stacking. So it's
Oh, did he? Oh, so instead he's just gonna make the 5.
okay. It's a contender.
It's a
It's just
contender,
not
but I don't
quite as
think-
good.
Yeah, you've got a much prettier prime in front of him
Uh-huh.
with this play.
For sure.
Yeah, and then you still get your double 4s, 3-1, double 3
Yeah.
combinations to make the 5.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Good play, Steen.
okay, this looks like Boy Scout one
Sebastian.
out.
I think
6-1.
so. Yes. The only problem and the reason he's hesitating is that he has a stacked midpoint. So that stack is calling for some development, but there's not really. Yeah, there's not really any strong alternative. So
Yeah.
I like his play.
Yeah, I think we have to do that. And now Steen's wondering, hey, maybe I have a double here. Look at that hand hover. I love that. I love that. Come on.
Gotta check the score.
Yeah.
What was it again? Okay, 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna wait.
Is that a 5-3?
It's
a
double
5
5.
something. Oh, is it double 5?
Double 5. If it's double 5,
It's double 5.
it is.
Yep, and they're gone.
Yes, this is a good
And
play.
Seb should be passing this because
Yeah.
the race is just. Oh.
Even though this play might not even have the highest, it does. It does. But sometimes with these double 5, you have the decision between running all the way or blitzing.
Yep.
And if the cube is centered, you often just want to run because you don't want to lose your cube vec for the next roll.
Yep.
So even though it's a weaker cubeless move, you still make it because of you don't want to lose the cube next roll. But I think in this position, it's the best play either way.
Yeah, this is definitely the call. Sebastian, even with the double 4. Even with the double 4. I don't mean to prove that I'm psychic about things like that, but
So now we got a counter raise.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll do red.
Okay.
$96, 106, 116, 106, 122 for red.
Yeah, I think I counted the differences, and I think that Steen is leading 9 pips.
That's it?
So
Wow.
it's quite close.
Okay, so 122 for red, so that's 50.
Yes, 9 pips. Yeah, Steen is up 9 pips. So
Um,
this isn't enough to double.
Wait, why am I getting something weird? Okay, so 50, okay, 50, and 15.
Yeah, Seb's already done the counting. Okay, so we just talked about you want to be aggressive as the underdog in the match. Well, this is basically only applies to gammonish positions.
Right, sadly, this
being
is not.
aggressive in a holding game is not quite as scary.
Yeah, and
So we have a mutual holding game and a very even game actually. So of
yeah.
course,
Oh, and double 4s now.
I think he's catching up.
Makes Sebastian a little closer. Race. It's close. It's
Yeah,
close.
now it's very close.
So now it's a toss-up. So now it's a no double.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't no double before. as well.
Well, you know, he's gotta have hopes, dreams, ambitions.
I prefer Steen to double aggressively in gammonish positions. This is just so easy for Sebastian to take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seb's really good at. He's in there's a chouette in Battersea. And it's one of my favorite chouettes in the world, and he definitely is good about knowing his market, and he'll take extras and stuff, and people will be like, "Oh, that's a stone cold pass," and it'll roll out, and it'll sometimes not even be a double. It's just that one of those scary, tricky situations where people are like, "But I have all these checkers bearing on me." Yeah, but he's trapped with others, so you know. Okay, so now there's
6-5, great racing. So like he has to know the race,
yes.
and I'm not really sure whether Steen is a player to
Is it
counter pip counter, or he just like gives his feel to it. I think that maybe he's up a little bit, so it's probably a good move.
Oh, this 5-4 though. God, I kind of want to break contact. Yeah.
It depends on the race. Now we
Even
lost
if it's a little, even if I think
he's probably right. The contact is so little, and you want to maximize your racing.
And those two crossovers right there, just pretty.
Yeah.
So Sebastian does need a.
But Sebastian is
double threes.
Double threes, and he's holding the cube. This is such a comfortable position to be in for Sebastian.
Oh, they have a 3. I really like bringing 1 to the 4. So you got 3 left. 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then 1 more. I like the 4. I always like the 4.
Yeah.
You know, so Sebastian, I think, is taking. If he hasn't taken the lead, he's definitely close.
It looks like he's in the lead now.
5 what?
3.
5-3. Okay. Ooh, as soon as you tell somebody they're in the lead, then all of a sudden they limp. Okay. There's Sebastian, 2 crossovers.
I think he was down 1 pip before the move, and he rolled the aces.
Yeah.
Okay, so
now
it's
he's
up 3.
Down 3, right?
Up 3, I think he was down 1 before.
Down 1, rolled
Up
aces,
3,
and this is
and
8.
it's 8. Yeah,
Right.
so that's +5
Yep.
in. Yeah, Steen is leading 5 pips, I
Right.
think. So it's very, very close.
Right. And
It's
Sebastian,
almost,
if Sebastian
50-50.
comes in, 6, that 6 is good.
Mhm.
But when you come in and you don't get to take that checker off,
Yeah.
it's a little demoralizing.
Yeah.
Okay. Unstacking.
This is
It's fine.
very close. So
Yeah,
now
sometimes
Seb
you
is
go-
3 pips up. This is basically a 50-50 position. And we haven't even seen any big doubles yet, so it just goes to show that Steen's cube was a bit too early.
A bit early. I like slotting the 3 and coming into the 5.
Seems
so
to
does
be.
Steen.
Yeah.
So here we are. Now Sebastian just needs a decent mid-level set, and he can reship, and Steen will have to pass.
He's down 4 pips, Sebastian.
Yeah.
So this couldn't get any closer. Oof.
Double 3s is great
Strong.
here. Getting to take off checkers from that
Yeah.
6 point. Huge.
So now he's up 8, and he has 2 checkers off.
Yeah. And he's taking
If
off
we
the
see
high
this-
stack.
Okay. So he's up 1 pip.
So 1
Sebastian.
pip and even checker race. Okay,
Yes.
so
5-3.
3, 2, 1.
Not bad. So he's up 9. 5-2. He's up 2 pips and 1 checker. So that's like,
Yep.
yeah. So this is like a 4 pip lead. So the cube is getting closer, but he's
Wait,
only
he's up 2 only 2. He's only up 2.
2 pips, and
pips.
and he has a checker off.
Okay.
4 checkers off versus 3. That's why I penalize 2 pips for having. Oh,
5-6 is huge. 5-6
it
is
just could be a market loser.
definitely huge.
Could be a market loser.
4-2.
And
Yeah,
now
there's-
he should redouble now.
yeah, he's up 16 less 12. So he's up 4. He's up 7 pips. And checker, right?
Yeah, it's like 44 pips for Sebastian.
Yep.
And how much is it?
We're doing-
51 for Steen.
247. Oh, so I missed
No,
out. Alright, so it's 16. 16 plus 12.
51, sorry. 51 for Steen. And 44 44 for set. So it's up 7 pips. 7 pips. Yeah.
Okay.
It's huge.
I was like,
and
Mark,
he
you're
had
reading me to doubt my count. What are you doing?
7 pips.
All right, 4-1.
Yeah.
Right now.
Good pass by Steen.
Yes.
Good pass. He had to let it go. He was supposed to just lose a single point if the cube had never entered the
Right.
arena. But
He got aggressive. He's
He
trying
got
to make
aggressive.
his move.
Yeah.
And
it could
you
have been.
can't fault him. And Sebastian went double fours, double five. I mean,
Yeah.
he definitely
Yeah.
rolled well
Mhm.
after that. So. G5.
But cube ownership in an even race is
Oh,
quite
yeah.
a big
It's a great weapon.
advantage. Yeah.
Double fours.
Nice Steen. I think he knows how to play this one. Down and up.
Yep. The 5 points pretty, but you don't want to get trapped, especially with those extra
Play.
checker on the 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well played, Steen.
Oh, and Sebastian's
Nice.
not about to get trapped.
We have another middle holding.
Right.
Probably the most boring kind of
It's-
backgammon
yes.
position. Nevertheless, very common.
Right.
At least you have to know how to play.
What do you want to do here? Make the 5?
Or
Just double slot?
you could make the 5. I don't mind his play. I kind of like his play.
Make the 4, I meant to say, sorry. Yeah. 60 what? 60.
6. As a general rule, you don't want to leave shots in mutual holding games because
Right.
the race is so crucial.
Yeah,
you don't
getting
want to
popped.
just lose 15 pips or something like that. But you can do it. It's flexible and you have the best in the category and stuff.
Are you coming out to the bar?
It's done to
Yep.
it's up. Steve, you don't like that.
No, that just looks wrong.
I would prefer the
Oh, double fours. That's seems easy to play. Wow, they're both. I mean, this is a rolling clinic. They're both definitely rolling quite well. I think definitely, yeah. You're coming up, Steen, and then make the 5 point. Okay. I'm not thinking this is the play. So okay. So that would kind of lend itself to coming out with the 2.
And even if it's close either way, it's in that range, it should probably come out just not get stuck.
Right. You don't want to get trapped behind this. And here's what you talked about before. These are the checkers he should be handling first.
Yeah.
So, but he came out with the others.
He finds the right play.
Yes.
Again, as before.
Right.
He just has maybe he has the right move order in his head. Just
Right. I think you
Like
come down with the 3 and make
having
the 4.
anarchistic.
So you can even slot the 5 and make the 4.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
think
do
I
something.
think this is the most race efficient way. This is it would have been better to play 8 to 5.
Yeah. But this is
More race efficient. He loses like half or 1%.
right.
Half a percent in the race.
That's me. 5. Yeah, definitely. It looks like 6-3. You gotta slot the 5. Right.
This is up. Then we should bring two down.
Just not up. I guess he was thinking, hey, my clearing. I can't imagine. Okay, so let's see. 26. Yeah, you don't break contact right now, Sebastian. Come on in.
So he'll have 111. pips after the move. And Steen has a pip count of
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. 114, I think, for Steen. So he's up 3 pips.
Yeah. And now
Well, then
13.
it was a close decision.
Yeah.
For it to bring down to.
So Steen was up.
No, Seb was up.
Seb was up.
3 pips. So that's why he made the move he did. But I think maybe I would have probably just stayed.
Sounds like a
So-
lot of crossovers right
So now Steen is up. Steen is up.
now. I'm thinking now it's even with the 4. You just rolled 10.
I just lost.
I know. It's hard to keep
Yeah.
track. Alright.
Yeah, I lost it.
Oh, that's a big number.
Very big number.
11,
Let's see if we can keep up. 5 is good.
50. So Daniel, what were you up to? We're just watching a Baron, so I think everyone pretty much knows what's going on here.
Yeah, just had a lunch and it was very good.
Oh, good.
You didn't miss anything. It's probably been the most boring backgammon match so far.
Right, there's been no massive cube. There's
Yeah,
one race turnaround.
it's been like 3 holding games.
Yes.
Uh,
Not as exciting.
Yeah.
But they're the bread and butter of the backgammon game.
True.
It's 3 crossovers is pretty good, but your distribution is pretty suspect.
I guess it is a above average number.
Yeah. Well, 8 is the perfect average, right? So, but then you get the extra, you get the 2 crossovers.
Yes.
Yeah, you're definitely helping yourself. All right. Seb is also trying to make sure that he doesn't suffer the same fate that Steen did last game of cubing, getting an easy take, and a re-whip. So.
Yeah. Okay. He has 7 checkers, I think, Sebastian, on the 6 point.
How well do you know these 2 players?
Well, Sebastian's my son, so I know him fairly well. We were in Cyprus, and I was watching him play, and he's a friend from England, and one of the Turkish players goes, "Oh, is that your son?" I was like, "Hey, man!" I'm not that old, and then I realized Sebastian's only 23, and my daughter is 23. So yes, I absolutely could have slept with his mom and his dad. So sorry, Mrs. Wilkinson, but yeah, it was one of those comedy of errors that you get really offended, and then you're like, "Oh, wait a minute, yeah, that's totally true." It looks like Sebastian's kind of lost the lead here.
Yes. Let's see. He needs to roll. He needs to roll a high number now. Oof. Okay,
As soon as you say
so
that,
I
it's
think
just-
the cube might be coming.
Yeah. So it's you down 9, less 5, 4 pips.
54 pips for Sebastian.
No, he's down 4 pips. Sebastian's down 4 pips. 9 less 5.
49. He's down 5 pips.
Down 5 pips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 49, 54. This is, and they have 4 checkers off each.
Yep.
Or, so this is a cube. This is a
Yep.
cube. This is just within the mark.
It's a take.
So 5 pips. The leader has 49 pips and
Mhm.
basically no wastage. So he can take 6 pips down, and
Mhm.
7 pips down he has to pass. So now
Yep.
he's 5 pips down, so he has a take.
Yep.
So it's right in the double take.
I bet Seb gets this right if he gets cubed. But considering last game, same thing happened. He was Steen was leading, and then Sebastian got to re-whip. So maybe
Yeah. But this
Steen's thinking a little.
he cubed the one in the last game, and now he's okay. Good. He's
Yeah.
cubing. Good.
And Seb had already done the math.
Yeah.
6.
Yes. I would assume that Sebastian is strong in these kinds of positions.
Oh, and this would have made it too good.
Oof.
I mean, this not too good, but this would have been
A market
pass.
boost. Oh. Okay,
However,
okay.
Sebastian is not an amateur here.
Yeah.
We turned it to
Yeah.
64. This
He-
is going to
he-
be a big cube.
He doesn't give a fuck. Let's just get it over with.
Alright. Alright. The 1.
6 to 5, my friend. Well played.
And now Sebastian's looking for another.
Oi,
Like-
holy shit.
Like,
He's strong.
he's a strong roller. Not just a strong player, but that's
Might we
definitely a back-breaking
yeah, and he,
and a gentleman stopping the clock.
yeah,
in
this is
roll.
this is the new rules, and that's how you do it. Okay, so he's up in the race, and it's a re-cube. People shouldn't get confused by the 64 cube. It's just
Is he up in the race? Hold on a second. Look at this. So he's up 3.
23 pips for Sebastian,
Okay, so 3. It's a pip. It's 1 pip.
28 pip for Steen.
It's how much?
28 pips for Steen, right?
Am I doing this wrong?
Yeah,
Okay.
28
So
pips for
that's
Steen.
3. Oh, that's right. It's, I'm transposing and not. Yeah, I'm not switching. The,
So it's
form.
23, 28.
Yeah, 5 pips.
5 pips. That's
and
a lot.
Also, where Sebastian's checkers are, he's not going to be missing as much.
But
as Steen.
but Steen has a checker more off. Ooh. He has a checker off.
Oh, I didn't.
has
even-
one more
yeah,
checker off.
6. Ooh,
So that
6 to 7.
decreases the rate to 3 pips. Definitely enough to
Take.
cube initially,
Yeah.
but now it's a recube and we have the score as well.
Right.
So this is, it's a math
But
math
he
question.
maybe also be getting a little feel of Steen being disheartened, seeing those double 5s, maybe getting a pass, even though it looks like it's a take. So
Yeah.
people get a backgammon's
Yeah.
a lot of feeling, and people
Uh-huh.
get a little. They do the math, but people go, "Oh God, he just rolled double 5s after I gave him the cube. How unfair! Why does God hate me?" So right now, that's probably what Steen's saying. Okay, but he's also going, "Well, it's 5 pips, but I got that checker off."
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, as soon as he takes, Sebastian will roll the double 4s, making this mute. Yeah, here we are.
I like the take.
The
Steen.
take is good.
I think so.
4-2.
4-2.
Yeah.
He's not risking that much from going to 6-1 to 8-1.
Yeah.
And he has a huge
Redouble,
recube if he just rolls a high number now.
Mm-hmm.
Like one sequence in favor of Steen, he might get a juicy. That's
5-4.
pretty good.
That's-
That's pretty good.
That's pretty damn good.
Now Seb really
Seb
needs to
cannot
get 2
miss.
checkers off.
2-3.
Okay, scary.
Yeah.
Very scary. Is this an 8?
Oh.
He's
Yes.
not risking very
It
much.
looks. Yeah. It
He's
looks like
risking.
Looks
He's
like
risking.
Steen is thinking about this.
I like that he's thinking of it.
Yeah.
Spend some time in this one, Steen.
Yeah.
You
This
should.
is an important one.
Yeah, this is a crucial decision for the match. So many percentages are gonna swing by this decision. He should take his time. Okay, so let's see. He's risking going from 10 away, 3 away, to losing the match.
Right.
So I just trained myself with Neil's numbers, but it's probably like risking very little, maybe 16% or something.
16%.
Something in that range, maybe even a little bit less.
Yeah, it's a.
So the risk is not too big. And how much does he gain? He gains from going from 5-4, that's 6 away, 7 away, till 2 away.
Right.
2 away, 7 away.
2 away, 7 away. That's pretty
That's
huge.
pretty huge.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I wasn't thinking that it would be a redouble right now, but it definitely.
it's probably like, yeah, close to 30% gain.
He's looking.
So the risk over. He can double aggressively.
Yeah.
What's his doubling point then? Let's say he's risking 15 as a round number, and he's gaining. He's gaining close to 30. Close to 30%. So he can, I mean, his doubling point is probably around 35%.
Yeah.
Something like that. He can double as an underdog.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Or
you're
maybe-
down, you're
maybe
down
between-
7 pips here. but
between-
you're still.
Yeah.
This is huge because where the checkers fall after this roll.
Mm-hmm.
If Sebastian misses, Sebastian rolls at 3, 2, 5. You
Mhm.
know, and wastes. It's possible. He gets too good so fast.
But yes, of course, Sebastian is still the favorite in this position.
Yes.
But and another important consideration, he has to consider his cube action next roll because you want to have an efficient cube. So even though he might have a higher winning percentage above his doubling point, he perhaps he should still wait just to get a more efficient cube in later.
All right, let's face facts. Everyone likes seeing 8 cubes. In 11-point matches, 8 cubes are amazing. So.
But it might come the next roll.
Right, that's
like
true.
if he rolls.
You would hate to give the ship it now and then.
Yeah. Even if he rolls like 6-4 and Sebastian only gets 1 checker off.
Right.
This is a very, very juicy 8 cube.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
it would
and
put.
here it is.
Now he's making life easy for
Yeah,
Sebastian. I think
Sebastian's
for that reason he should probably have waited. Get a sequence which is in his favor.
5-3. Okay.
Yeah. Now.
That's
yeah.
a good one. Sebastian cannot afford to miss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 4-3.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it was a good cube.
Yeah. 4-3.
This would have lost his market.
All right. I think this is just off into the. He
What's he
rolls the
thinking?
4-1,
What's he thinking
some-
about? Like 4-3, then double twos.
So
Is
he
that
gets a number.
better?
I don't-
Just for it's
I
the
think
same
this
as
is
the.
it. Yeah, it's the same amount of numbers,
It's the
and
same and
he gets that little mini,
yeah.
and still double twos pull off. So
Mhm.
you may as well do this.
yeah.
Get the checker off in case he does the limp.
But with regards to adjusting your game strategy, maybe this was actually an excellent cue by
Yeah.
Steen, because
Yeah.
you want to have the big swing. If it's a close decision,
Yeah.
if he's not really sure, and wow,
Was that?
I don't think so.
That was.
That was double fives.
Oh, so easy, Sebastian. Well done. Yep. Well, good players roll well, so that is.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So yeah, Mark. I think the evaluation was correct. It's Sebastian. Way to go.
Yeah,
Nice
I think
job.
Sebastian, first of all, he had a pretty easy match, didn't have too many decisions, and he seemed to play all his decisions well.
Right.
Like,
Very
didn't
strong player.
didn't make any obvious
actually,
mistakes.
Steen, a guy who
Yeah.
went up to Steen Haff, I think he played well. Maybe a couple structural problems, but
yeah, but
in general-
we expected this. I think this 8 cube was probably a great 8 cube.
I think that
for
yeah,
his,
it looked. I mean, he was a huge favorite. Haff was a huge favorite
yeah.
before the double fives of death. So, okay, we'll be joining you again in an hour or so.
Yeah.
2 hours.
About 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Okay, we'll make sure we have a good match and some entertaining people. So.
Thanks for watching. See
Yep.
you guys.
Over.
Dominating the horizon at the southernmost tip of Europe stands a majestic Jurassic limestone rock, rising up into the blue skies and gentle winds. It is the very heart and soul of Gibraltar, this small yet symbolic territory, towering above the gateway to the shimmering Mediterranean Sea. The sunlight reflecting off the rock is like its people, warm and friendly, like the gentle breeze rolling off the sea, softly caressing the sandy shores. Follow us on an exciting journey through one of the most unique and beautiful corners of Europe, a place where modernity blends perfectly with the ancient. An extension of Britain in the Mediterranean, which beautifully combines the best of both worlds. A lovely town where every street and every corner have their own story to tell. A story that even dates back to the creation of man himself, and whose present-day independent spirit has been shaped by victorious battles, heroes, and legends. One of the pillars of Hercules guarding the entrance to the Mediterranean. A special place which has captivated the soul of mankind throughout the ages. A city of reinvention whose economy is enjoying unrivaled growth, yet remains as welcoming as ever. Lose yourself in its charming gardens, old streets, and beautiful marinas, and feel the encapsulating spirit of Gibraltar become part of you. Be amazed by a place like no other, truly special, whose heart hides much, much more than you can imagine.